Welcome to another Griswold Wolverines girls volleyball match. Tonight, the 10-7 Griswold Wolverines are squaring off against Killingly, who has had a rough year. They are 1-16. So, not only is this the last regular season home game, but it is senior night. If you tuned in just about 20 minutes ago, we saw the senior night ceremonies, and now we are going to have the introduction of the starting lineups.
Griswold High School is a proud member of the Eastern Connecticut Conference and reminds all spectators to show respect and sportsmanship throughout this contest and refrain from negative cheers, chants, or behavior. We welcome our guests from Killingly and wish all players good luck in tonight's game. Now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First from your visiting team, the Killingly Red Guy. Number 9, sophomore, Shania Brown. Number 20, sophomore, Hannah Goodson. Number 30, sophomore, Jocelyn Crowley. Number 16, sophomore, Chloe Gitt. Number 1, senior, Kit Poirier. Number 13, senior, Veronica Hussey. Number 10, senior, Haley Todd. Right off there, coached by Fred Boone and Megan Siramanti. And now for your Griswold Wolverines. Number 16, freshman, Abby Matheson. Number 7, sophomore, Faith Russell. Number 18, junior, Michaela Nielsen. Number 11, senior, Sydney Hall. Number 24, senior, Sydney Demmer. Number 4, senior, captain, Haley Eliason. And number 26, senior captain, Chloe Matheson. Wolverines are coached by James Bruno, assisted by Angela Adams. Now we ask you to please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Here we go, getting ready for a great night of volleyball here on senior night. We are honoring the seniors. Number 4, Haley Eliason. Number 11, Sydney LaQuala. Number 24, Cindy Dameron. And number 26, Sonia Matheson. And I will talk about them a lot tonight. But before we get to them, out there on the floor for Griswold, Haley Eliason, Michaela Nielsen, Sonia Matheson, her sister Abby, and Sydney Dameron, Faith Russell, the freshman, once again on varsity. Griswold once again is without Coranda Ruggiero and Kiara Nielsen and Caitlin Prasika. Coranda has improved since Monday and is looking to play on Friday. As she is here tonight on the bench, Kiara Nielsen will be back next week for States, which is coming up. And we hope Caitlin Prasika will be back as well. And I have heard that she has been progressing. We are looking forward to that. So Griswold on the year, 10-7, a 2-game losing streak right now, and they're trying to bounce back after a tough loss on Monday against Bacon and a tough loss last Friday against Lyman. The Wolverines have one more game after tonight. That will be at Woodstock Academy on Friday. So the Wolverines, 10-7, start off the year with a win against Killingly. So they started the year against Killingly. They're going to finish off the year against Killingly. They followed that up with a 4-game winning streak. And then since then, it's been pretty back and forth. They've dealt with some injuries. But they are ranked 35th in the state. They're looking to finish off the year with 2 wins, which will bring them to a 12-7 record. Currently, they are 5-4 at home and 5-3 away. So, with that being said, the officials are getting ready. The Killingly Red Gals out there on the floor. The Wolverines out there. Ruby Logan out there for Griswold, the sophomore. And the senior, on senior night, Cindy Dameron getting us started off. What up?
Faith is a sophomore.
Oh, that's right. All right, good call. Here we go. Sonia over to Haley Lyson, and it goes out. The point is going to go to Killingly. I believe I said earlier that Faith is a freshman. She is a sophomore, rather. She's getting her first playing time on varsity. Made her first appearance on Monday. Haley Lyson hits this one. It goes back. Aviles keeps it up, and it's going to drop. Point goes to Killingly. Killingly off to a nice start. Catherine Poirier, the senior, number 1 for Killingly with the serve. It is a bullet. I think it caught the corner. That's in. Point goes to Killingly. What a serve from Catherine. 3-0. The Red Gals looking to answer Griswold right now. Griswold won the first game. They swept them all the way back in September. Abby Matheson gets it to Sonia. Griswold girls have to regroup. 13 hits it up. Catherine scrambles for it. It's going to drop. Point goes to Griswold for the first time tonight. The Wolverines 1-3. And here comes the sophomore Faith Russell out there on the floor. And the senior Haley Lyson with the serve. Number 20 sends it over. And I believe one of the ladies touched the net. One of the Griswold ladies, so the point will go to Killingly 4-1. Number 16, Chloe Yip, the sophomore, with the ball. And it looks like it's going to be number 35, rather, with the serve. Here we go, 4-1. Ball is up, Sonia for Abby. Gonna find her sister, Sonia, with the bullet. It's answered by Killingly. They scramble, they keep it in play. 9 with the spike, and she sends it wide. 2-4, Griswold. The Matheson sisters are crucial in Griswold's success tonight, as we saw them connect on Monday, and they look better each set. Abby is gonna be setting since Coranda is out hurt. Here we go. 35 sends it over to 20. Back to the Griswold side. Haley Eliason for Abby, for Sonia. Here it comes, a bullet. It drops. Sonia Matheson from Abby Matheson. Point goes to Griswold, 3-4. Speaking of Abby Matheson, she is serving. The young freshman has seen so much varsity time in the last 2 weeks. Faith Russell sends it over to the Killingly side. They regroup. It goes back to the Griswold side. Abby looking for Sonia once more. The hit, it drops. It drops Griswold. Point Griswold. Tied 4-4. Back-to-back plays from Abby to Sonia. The sisters are connecting. Here we go. Abby Matheson with the serve. 35. Pops it up for 7. It's going to be a tough play. 20 with the light tip. She drops it. Beautiful play from number 20 on the Red Gals, Hannah Grudzian, the sophomore. Beautiful play right there from Hannah. And the Wolverines are looking to respond to that. Looking through some of the stats, and we have to talk about some of these. Coranda Ruggiero, who we won't see tonight, she has an 18% ace percentage on her serves. Fantastic. Griswold's going to be missing her. Point goes to Griswold on the drop. It is now tied 5-5. Blocking, of course, led by Michaela Nielsen and her sister Kiera. Michaela has 29 blocks, 24 from Kiera. No surprise right there. Talking about kills, Sonia Matheson, who just served, and she picks up the ace. Sonia Matheson has 170 kills, 32.4% rate for Sonia. And she has had a fantastic year, nominated Norwich Bulletin Athlete of the Week. And she's trying to go on a serving streak, but catches the net, falls back on the Griswold side. And the point goes to the Red Gals. Number 20, Hannah Grudzian, the sophomore, serving for Killingly. Ball is up. Haley Eliason for Abby, for Faith, and did it catch the corner? No, it's going to go out. Point goes to Killingly. Faith almost picked the corner, but it was out by less than half a foot. It was awfully close. So Hannah will continue serving for the Red Gals. Sonia pops it up for Haley. Abby Matheson calls it off. Good play from the freshman. Here we go. Killingly regrouping. 35. Sets. Here's the hit. That's going to carry out. Good job from Sonia Matheson communicating over to Haley that one was going out. Haley leaves. Stretch comes in for Griswold, and we're tied 7-7. Here's the sophomore Faith Russell, who is making her second appearance in a varsity match this year. And a nice low serve. It's answered. Faith pops it up for Stretch. And Abby Matheson sends it over. 35, regrouping, and violation called on Killingly. Point goes to Griswold. They're up 8-7. Faith Russell with the serve. Looking for 2 in a row. Ball is up. Another nice low serve, 21 over 2-7. This is going to be a tough play. It's going to drop. Tough play right there as Chloe Yip went to go get it, and she couldn't quite get there in time. And the hit from number 7 was a little bit low. Point goes to Griswold. Faith looking to make it 3 in a row. Russell with the serve. Another nice low serve. She got the ace! Faith Russell, 3 in a row. 10-7 Griswold. Russell looking to make it 4. Ball is up. Faith with the serve. 21. Pops it up. Have to get it over. 16. Sonia looking for her sister. Back over to Dameron. Good play from Cindy Dameron, the senior. Number 7 on Killingly. Sets it up down front. Greta Dumkowski over to Abby for Dameron with the light touch. Good job from the Red Gals. 35. Sends it over to Chloe Yip. It's blocked down front from Stretch. It's still alive. What a play from Killingly. Abby Matheson for Greta. Looking for Sydney with the bullet. Killingly answers that one. It drops. Point goes to Griswold. 11-7. What a volley. Faith Russell looking to make it 5 in a row. Ball is up. 21. Pops it up. 7. Sends it over to the Griswold side. Greta Dumkowski for Abby Matheson for Sydney Dameron. 35 once again. Chloe Yip. 16 sends it back over. Abby for Greta, who wants Sydney. And Sydney swings and misses. Point goes to Killingly. But Faith Russell going on a nice little service run. She gets 4 in a row. Good job from the sophomore, Faith Russell. And Killingly makes some substitutions. Number 30, Jocelyn Crowley, the sophomore, serving. Hits the net. Dameron over for Eliason. Has to go over. Abby Matheson calls it off. Another good play from the freshman. The set. This one's pretty deep. 21. Does it have enough? It falls on the Killingly side. Point goes to Griswold, 12-8. Here comes sophomore Greta Dumkowski. Greta is a converted soccer star playing her first year of volleyball, and she catches net on the serve. Ruby Logan, talking about converted soccer stars. Another one on this team, subs in for Greta. And it's been fun watching those two sophomores this year, especially playing varsity. JV picked up the win. Ruby Logan played a lot of that game, so she's doing double duty tonight. And Chloe Yip will have the serve for Killingly, 9-12. Sonia over to Abby Matheson for stretch, and it goes out. Sends it wide on the Killingly side. 13-9 Griswold. And that brings senior Sydney Dameron on senior night. Dameron, a 3-sport athlete, with a nice hard serve there. Killingly sends it back over. A little bit miscommunication stretch for Eliason. And number 1 and number 9 run into each other on the Killingly side. That was Catherine Poirier and Shania Brown. And they end up sending that one into the net. Griswold up by 5. Dameron with the serve. Ball is up. Another nice serve from Dameron. It's popped up high. 13 sends it to the back row. Have to get it over. Chloe Yip sends it over to the Griswold side. Abby looking for Sonia. A bullet! There's nothing you can do about that. 15-9 Griswold, the Matheson sisters. Dameron looking to make it 3 in a row. 15 serving 9. 30 pops it up on the Killingly side. 13 looking for Shania. Dameron for Abby Matheson. Haley Eliason calls it off, sends it over. 30 pops it up. And some miscommunication there between Veronica Hussey and Shania Brown on the Killingly side. They let that one drop. Time out. Killingly. Griswold up 16-9. What a start from the Wolverines, who are trying to bounce back from 2 tough losses. So during this timeout, we'd like to acknowledge the seniors. This is senior night for the Griswold Wolverines, and it is not quite a goodbye yet, as we are going to be seeing all of these ladies actually on softball and basketball. Haley Eliason we'll see in the winter with basketball. She is a senior, number 4, team captain for Griswold. Sydney LaQuala out there as she is coming back. She has missed a handful of games, and it's awesome to see her back out there. We will see her during the softball year. Sydney Dameron we will see in softball as well. And then, of course, who else but Griswold's toughest athlete, Sonia Matheson, we will see during the basketball season and the softball season. As this is not a goodbye yet, but it will mark the end of their regular season home games for their careers here at Griswold. As we are coming out of timeout with a Dameron serve, and Griswold has a commanding 7-point lead. Ball is up from Sid. A set. Has to go over. The Red Gals send it over for stretch. Abby Matheson back to stretch. And it hits the net, bounces back into her. Point goes to Killingly coming out of the timeout. Dameron leaves after picking up, I believe that was three in a row, 3 or 4. Nice little run for Sid. And the Red Gals will be serving. Aviles over to stretch. Aviles sends it back over. Nice play on the Killingly side, but it goes out. That was Captain Poirier over to Veronica Hussey, and she couldn't quite get it. Point goes to Griswold. Stretch leaves. Faith Russell re-enters. Griswold up by 7. Haley Eliason, the senior, with the serve. Number 13, over to Shania. And violation called on Killingly. Point goes to Griswold. 18-10. Haley Eliason looking to make it 2 in a row. Ball is up. Here's the serve. And it drops. The Killingly Red Gals let it drop. Haley picks up the ace. Eliason has a 5.6 ace percentage on her serves, and that was her 15th on the year. Looking to make it 3 in a row. Killingly answers. No ace for Eliason on this one. Haley with the hit. Abby for Sonia. Look out. Oh, a nice light little floater. It confused everybody here, but not the Killingly Red Gals. They read it perfectly. Let's see what this one from Sonia is. There's the hard hit, and it drops. Point goes to Griswold. Abby, Sonia, point Griswold, 20-10. Eli looking to go on a service run right now for Griswold. 18 pops it up. Shania Brown with a swing and a miss. It drops on the Killingly side. And Griswold is 4 points away from picking up the first set. Here's the serve from Eli. 18. Sends it over to the Griswold side. Eli with the play. She keeps it alive, 16-30. She catches net. Point goes to Griswold. 3 points away. Led by the senior captain on senior night, Haley Eliason, who's going on quite the run right now. Eli sends it over. Chloe Yip. It goes right around the basketball hoop, and the Killingly Red Gals had a tough time reading that one as it sort of hovered right around the basketball hoop. That's 2 points away from the end of this first set, 23-10. Eli with the serve. Ball is up. Another nice serve. Killingly sends it over to Griswold side, and it went out. Just barely past the end line. We're 1 point away from picking up the first set. And who else but Haley Eliason to do the job? Ball is up. Haley with the serve. 18 sends it up for Killingly. 20 back to the Griswold side. Eli keeps it alive. Abby to Faith to end it. It's answered from Killingly. Shania sends it back to the Griswold side. Eli for Abby, for Sonia to end it. The bullet! It drops! That one was fast and powerful from Sonia Matheson. Griswold picks up the first set, 25-10. Sonia hit him with the fastball on that one. There was nothing the Red Gals could do, and Griswold picks up the very important first set for the first time in about a week. So we will be back in about 2.5 minutes. Griswold up 1-0 on senior night. We are about 40 seconds away from beginning the second set. Griswold dominated in the first set. They picked up the victory. 25-10 was the final. And once again, we're going to say these names a lot, but it is senior night. Haley, Sydney times 2, and Sonia Matheson leading the charge for Griswold, who is once again without Coranda and Kiera and Caitlin, but that does not seem to affect them that much tonight. Coranda did miss the first Killingly game, which was the first game of the year. That one was in Killingly, and Griswold picked up the victory that night with a sweep 3-0. So they're looking to duplicate that performance to end the season. As the buzzer sounds, we should be moments away from the beginning of the second set. On the floor for Griswold to start this one off, Abby Matheson, Michaela Nielsen, Emily Aviles, Ruby Logan, Haley Eliason, and Sonia Matheson. We will see appearances from Sydney Dameron, Sydney Laquala, Faith Russell, and Greta Dumkowski. The serve will go to Catherine Poirier, the senior, on the Killingly side. As here we go for the beginning of the second set. Here's the serve, a nice low serve. Avila sends it back to the Killingly side. Rubes pops it up. Griswold keeping it alive. It's blocked down in front. Sonia keeps it alive. Point goes to Griswold, as the violation is called on the Red Gals. As it looks like Hannah Grudzian was called, and she's trying to plead her case, but it won't get her much. So, Eli with the first serve for Griswold on the second set. Shania Brown over to Aviles for Abby Matheson, looking for her sister once again. Sonia, it's blocked down front. Eli keeps it alive, and it drops in between Emily Aviles and Abby Matheson. Point goes to Killingly, 1-1 to start this thing off. As Sonia had a nice hard hit, but it was blocked down in front by Hannah. Looked like Hannah went up for that one. So did Shania. And now number 35 will get the serve for the Red Gals, as they are looking to avoid going into a 2-0 hold early in this one. Abby over to Sonia. It's answered from the Red Gals. 35 over to Shania Brown. She hits this one. Eli pops it up. Abby once again looking for Faith this time. Point goes to Killingly. Killingly up 2-1. Number 35 looking to make it 2 in a row. Here's the serve. Aviles for Abby. Here comes Sonia, look out. There it is, she finds it. Sonia Matheson, for the first time in this second set, hits him with the bullet. And Griswold is tied at 2-2. Sonia hurt herself just a little bit during the Lyman game last Friday, and she was having a hard time elevating, getting up and getting high on the ball, hitting it up high, and struggled with that Monday night, but today she's had more rest and is looking much better. Shania sends that one wide. Point goes to Griswold. So Abby Matheson will get the serve for Griswold. Here we go, 3-2. 18 pops it up to 35. Over to Hannah. Faith gets a nice piece of it, and it's gonna drop. It hit Sydney Laquala and dropped in between Faith and Eli. Point goes to Killingly, 3-3. The serve will go to number 23 for the Red Gals, as we are going back and forth during this set. And that one's deep. Goes out about 2 feet. Point goes to Griswold. Dameron enters for Avila's. And Sonia Matheson will get the serve. Matheson, ball is up. Here we go. 18 sends it over to Hannah with a nice little floater. What a play from Eli to LaQuala. For Sonia, this one's popped up. It's deep on the Killingly side. They keep it alive. 35 sends it back over. Eli for Abby. Looking for Dameron, and a swing and a miss. Point goes to Killingly. We are tied again, 4-4. Hannah Grudzian, the sophomore, with the serve. Hannah for Eli. And Abby and Faith collide a little bit, and that one's going to drop. Point goes to Killingly as they had a little bit of miscommunication right there. Here's the serve from Hannah. Sonia for Abby. For Dameron, point goes to Killingly as the violation is on, I believe it was on Abby. So Killingly is up by 2, 6-4. Hannah Grudzian looking to make it 3 in a row. Nice low serve, it catches the net. Abby Matheson sends it over. Dameron pops it up. What a play from Dameron. Eli Faith Russell. What a play from 35. This one's gonna drop. Dameron hits the net. Point goes to Killingly. Killingly now up by 3. It's 7-4. Hannah looking to make it 4 in a row. Sonia for Abby, for Sydney. Sydney with the point. Sydney Dameron, the senior, with a nice hit just out of the reach of Hannah. And Griswold stops the bleeding. They're back within 2. Eli leaves. LaQuala leaves. Greta comes in, and so does Stretch. And Faith Russell, who went on a nice run, will be serving. But we're going to have a timeout for Killingly first. Score 5-7. Killingly with the lead. We'll be back in a minute. We are back, coming out of the timeout. Faith Russell, the sophomore, with the serve. 18, sends it up high for 15. And that one was close to dropping. 21, sends it over to the Griswold side. Sonia over to Abby, finds Dameron with a nice hard hit from Sydney Dameron. It falls, point goes to Griswold. Sydney Dameron with a couple nice plays during this set. For Griswold, who is back within 1. Russell with the serve for the Wolverines. And that one's deep, about 3-4 feet. Point goes to Killingly. Eli will enter back in. And Killingly will have the serve. It's going to be Jocelyn Crowley, the sophomore, number 30. Jocelyn with the serve. 8-6 Killingly lead. Eli sends it back over, and number 1 jumped up a little bit too early. That was Catherine Poirier, and she catches the net. Point goes to Griswold. Greta Dumkowski serving for the Wolverines, who are back within 1. Number 30 with the hit, and it falls as Catherine Poirier had a tough time reading that one. Lands right in front of her, and Griswold has tied it 8-8. Greta with the serve, 18. Pops it up for 30. 13 sends it back over. Eli for Abby, who finds Stretch down the middle. Stretch with a nice hard hit. It hits the fingertips of Jocelyn and leaves on the Killingly side. And Griswold has taken the lead, 9-8. Greta looking to make it 3 in a row. Tomkowski with the serve. Nice low serve. Jocelyn hits the roof. They can play this one. Good job by the Red Gals playing it. It hit the top rafter. Matheson over to Stretch with the bullet. That one's going to go out. That's 2 in a row for Michaela Nielsen, as they couldn't quite read that hit from her coming off hard. And Greta is going on a nice little service streak right now. Looking for 4. Greta, another nice serve. 21, over to 30. Dameron sends it back. Chloe Yip. Greta Tomkowski with the play. Nice job keeping it alive. 30, and a violation called on the Red Gals. Point goes to Griswold, 11-8. And Greta is 1 point away from tying Faith Russell, who went on a 5 streak in the first set, and she got it. Tomkowski going on a long run right now, as the sophomores impressed so many people in her first year playing volleyball. She sends that one low. Comes to an end at 5, but Griswold is back up 12-9. Ruby Logan enters for Greta. Chloe Yip serving for Killingly. Killingly down by 3, looking to bounce back. Eli over to Abby for Dameron, and it escaped. What a play on the Killingly side that kept that one alive. Matheson for Dameron. It drops. Sydney Dameron having herself a night. Griswold up by 4. I believe that was Catherine Poirier on the Killingly side, who had a nice block of that first hard hit from Dameron. And her and Veronica Hussey kept that one alive. This one's going to go out. Point is going to go to Griswold. And Dameron with a very nice serve. Sydney is having a great night so far on her senior night. 14-9 Griswold. 30, pops it up. Veronica over to Shania. Eli for Matheson, to Matheson, a bullet! Sonia Matheson is on top of her game tonight. And who else but her little sister to set her up? Sydney Dameron looking to make it 3 in a row. They're up 15-9. Dameron with the serve. 30 pops it up. Chloe Yip. Veronica Hussey. And it goes over, but it's on this side of the pole. So the point will go to Griswold. And now the Wolverines have a very commanding 7-point lead in this second set. Dameron with the serve. Shania Brown hits it. It goes wide. Dameron picks up the ace. Sydney Dameron is having one wild second set right now. The senior with a nice low serve. Shania to number 1 to 13. It drops on the Killingly side. Point goes to Griswold, as that was Catherine Poirier and Veronica Hussey doing her best. And Dameron is going on quite the run right now. 18-9. Ball is up. Dameron with the nice low serve. Sydney Dameron. They can't stop her. The senior night magic. Griswold now up by 10. And what was a back and forth set to start this thing off has just turned into a commanding Griswold performance so far. (19-9). The serve from Sid. Another nice serve. It's going to go out. Dameron's going crazy right now. That has to be 6 or 7 points in a row. 8 in a row. Thank you, Kyle Gunderman, keeping track. 20-9, Griswold hits the net. Another nice serve from Dameron. Here we go. Matheson to stretch. 30 pops it up. It's going over to 18. 23 sends it back over. Sonia to Abby for Eli. And now we have a nice volley going here. 30 to 16. Sends it over to the Griswold side. Matheson for Rubes for Eli. And it drops on the Killingly side. Number 18 laid out. And she couldn't get enough of it. That's 9 straight for Sydney Dameron. Looking to make it 10 in a row. 21-9, and she catches net, but Dameron did her job. What a run from Sydney on senior night. And Griswold is up by 11. Here's the serve from Catherine Poirier. Eli pops it up for Abby Matheson, looking for her sister. Look out. And it drops. Sonia Matheson. You can't answer Sonia. When Sonia Matheson is on top of her game, there is nothing you can do. You might as well just sit back and hope it just hits you or hope it goes out. Chloe Yip over to Veronica, to Shania. Nice little hit from Shania. The Griswold keeps it alive. Faith sends it over. It drops on the Griswold side. Point goes to Killingly. (22-11). Griswold in the lead. As number 35 on the Killingly side is going to get the serve. Ball is up. Eli for Abby, who wants Sonia. It's blocked down. What a block from Hannah Grudzian. As Sonia couldn't quite get underneath that one. It was very close to the net. I thought initially Abby was going to find Faith. As here's the serve from 35. Eli for Abby. She wants Sonia this time. Heads up. Ooh, changes it up. Shania reads that one well. 35, back over to Shania. Sonia lays out, she keeps it alive. Over to Abby, back to Sonia, who got up, she gets the point! What a job from Sonia Matheson, getting back up after laying out. The two sophomores are going to sub out each other, and Griswold is 2 points away from picking up the second set. And who else but Abby Matheson to finish this one off? Ball is up. 35 sends it wide. Abby Matheson with the point. 1 point away from picking up the second set. And what has been a commanding performance from the Lady Wolverines tonight. Abby, the freshman, with the set on the line. 18 pops it up for 35. Hannah sends it back over. Iaviles over to Abby. Sonia. Good job from Sonia getting it back over to the Killingly. 18 sends it over. Eli for Abby. For Greta. It drops. off of Shania. Point goes to Griswold. They pick up the second set 25-12. And Griswold is one set away from winning on senior night and stopping this 2-game losing streak. Hang tight. We will be back in about 2.5 minutes on senior night. Griswold up by 2 sets over Killingly. Welcome back to the third set. And what could be the final set of the night for the Wolverines, as they are up 2-0 over the Killingly Red Gals. And they have been led by the seniors tonight: Haley Eliason, Cindy Laquala, Sydney Dameron, and Sonia Matheson. We've also seen some great plays from Greta Domkowski, Abby Matheson, and of course, Faith Russell, who is making her second ever varsity start. Sydney Dameron, who picked up 9 straight points on a service run to round out the end of the second set, will start us off in the third set. Here we go. Shania Brown hits it, goes over her fingertips, point goes to Griswold. Dameron picks up right where she left off. Wolverines are looking to improve to 11-7 on the year, as that one's going to go out for Dameron. Killingly picks up the first points of the set. They would also finish with the 6-4 home record if they can pull off the victory tonight. And here's the serve. from Captain Poirier goes out. Point goes to Griswold, 2-1. Faith enters for stretch. And Eli will be serving. And what could be her last set in front of this home crowd. Although we will very most likely be hosting the first round of states. Rubes to Abby for Faith. And it goes out. Did it get touched by the Killingly girl? I don't know. The officials, no call yet. Point goes to Griswold. As the Red Gals jumped up, it looked like one of them touched it. As the officials took their time to make the call on that. It goes to Griswold way, 3-1. Eli with the serve. Chloe Yip, and it falls on the Killingly side. Hannah Grudzian couldn't quite read that one. Point goes to Griswold. Eli with the serve. Chloe Yip, Shania, back to 18, has to get it over. She does. What a play from Eli! She lays out, gets it back over. Abby for Sonia. Sonia didn't get a lot of that one. 30 sets up the mid. She sends a bullet about 5 feet wide. Point goes to Griswold. What a play from Haley Eliason. I can't believe she, A, even touched that ball, but B, to get underneath it and send it over the net. Pretty incredible. Eli with the serve, 5-1. 18 sends it over for Sonia with a nice little touch, but Hannah Grudzian reached over on the hit. And the point will go to Griswold. She did a nice job coming up and blocking Sonia's hit, but it was pretty clear from up here. As the Killingly side is none too happy about it. Chloe Yip went to talk to the officials, and now the two officials are talking to each other. And we'll see what the call is. It's going to stay Griswold point. Good call by the refs. Number 13 sends it over to Hannah, who got a little too much of that one. And Griswold's off to a great start at the beginning of this third set, 7-1. Eli with the hit for Chloe. For number 13, sends it over to Hannah. Eli for Abby for Sonia. Look out. And she gets the point. Abby and Sonia have found each other so many times tonight. It's awesome to see. Timeout is called. Griswold up 8-1 in what might be the final set of the night. We will be back in a minute. Coming out of timeout, head coach Fred Hune coaching up his Killingly girls, trying to avoid another sweep. As Griswold did it to him once, they're trying to do it to him again. This one's gonna drop. Eli with the ace. Oh, she hits him with the celly. Point goes to Griswold, 9-1. It has been all Wolverines tonight. And I've hardly even mentioned Coranda and Kiera. They're missing two of their best players. Eli with the serve. 30 pops it up for 18. For Hannah, sends it over. Aviles and Sonia with the little miscommunication. And the point goes to Killingly as they finally stop the bleeding. Number 35 will be serving for the Red Gals. So they are down by 7. Here's the serve. Eli for Abby, looking for Faith. Faith with a nice hard hit. What a play from the sophomore, Faith Russell. And Greta comes back in for Rubes. Abby Matheson, the freshman, with the serves. 10-2 Griswold. Ball is up. The freshman with the serve, it catches net. And the point goes to Killingly. 3-10. Number 23 serving for the Red Gals, who are looking to avoid the sweep. Here's the serve, and she catches net. She was awfully deep, and did not get enough of that one. Point goes to Griswold. And look out, because here comes Sonia Matheson, Griswold's toughest athlete, getting the serves. And an 8-point lead for Griswold this set. Man, she sends the ball high, and what a serve, and ace goes to Sonia. She must toss that ball up higher than anybody else when they go to serve. Man, that is awfully impressive. Sonia has well over 170 kills this year. That's incredible. That one, oh, it did catch corner? No, it goes out. Point goes to Killingly. But Matheson has been pretty incredible. It's been fun to watch. She has a 13.5 ace percentage on her serves, as that just went up a little bit. Eli sends this over to Hannah, over to 35, back over to 21, sends it to the Griswold side. Eli for Abby, who sneaks it over. What a play! She pulled the Ruggiero on him, sneaks that one through, and she high-fives Coranda. Point goes to Griswold. Faith Russell serving for the Wolverines. Faith catches the net. Point goes to Killingly, as the Red Gals are down by 9. Number 30, Jocelyn Crowley with the serve. As Killingly, is now down by 8. There's the adjustment on the scoreboard here in the gym. Greta pops it up high for Abby, for Sydney, or for Stretch rather. Jocelyn, nice little light touch. Greta keeps alive, Sonia keeps alive. Eli sends it back over. The Red Gals regrouping. Send it back to the Griswold side. Stretch for Greta. Back to Stretch. Oh, man, Michaela Nielsen. So there was nothing that Catherine Poirier could do. She tried to go up and block that one. It lands on the Killingly side. Griswold up by 9, 14-5. Greta Dumkowski with the serve for Griswold. Ball is up. Nice low serve. 18-21 for Jocelyn. Stretch for Abby. Good job from the Red Gals reading that one. Sonia finds her sister over to Stretch. Number 30 sends it back over to Eli for Abby. For Stretch again. 30 answers. 13. 18, and a little miscommunication between her and Catherine Poirier. And the ball hits the net. Point goes to Griswold. Now up by 10. (15-5), Greta. 18, pops it up for Jocelyn. Eli with another nice save. Matheson for Stretch. It goes down on the Killingly side. Point goes to Griswold, up by 11. And timeout is called from Killingly, and Griswold is 9 points away from pulling off the sweep and ending this 2-game losing streak. We will be back 16-5 Griswold. Coming back out of the timeout, Coach Fred Hune, trying to keep the Red Gals alive. Greta with the serve. 18 plays, it's gonna hit the back wall. Point goes to Domkowski. 17-5 Griswold. As safe to say that this thing is all but over. The Wolverines have come back after 2 devastating losses, and they've bounced back strong, missing 2 of their best players tonight. And I think the senior night gave them a bit of an extra motivation, as they just look unstoppable. Killingly, of course, has had a tough year, but they have played well tonight. And there are a lot of good players on that Red Gal side for sure. As it looks like Catherine Poirier is trying to discuss the last point with the officials. And the point stays with Griswold. 17-5, Domkowski with the serve. Ball is up. 18, pops it up for 30. Back to 21. Good play from Dameron, who crossed over. Point goes to Killingly. Good play from Sid. She did all she could on that one. But she knew it. She knew that she slid. And the point will go to the Red Gals. Rubes enters for Greta. And Chloe Yip serving for Killingly. Chloe, the sophomore, with the serve. It catches net. Point goes to Griswold. The Wolverines are 8 points away from winning on senior night. Dameron with the serve, and it goes out. So Catherine Poirier, the senior, will now be serving for the Red Gals as we've traded a couple points. Killingly with the serve. Nice serve from Catherine. Abby looking for Sonia. And did it stay in? What's the call? No call yet from the officials. Point goes to Griswold. As it looked like it touched one of the Red Gals players. That's what the judges are saying. And they're definitely going to be talking about this one. Sonia's shot has been on point all night, and they're going to change their mind as the point will go to Killingly, as apparently the Red Gals captains presented enough evidence to overturn the call, which I can't imagine is much more than, hey, we didn't touch it. Oh, okay, you didn't? We'll give you the point. Here we go. Here's the serve from Catherine, and that one is out. No conversation about that one. And the point will stick with the Wolverines, 19-8. Eli with the serve. 18. Sets up for 13. That was Veronica Hussey who sends it back over to 18. She went underneath the net. And Griswold is 6 points away from victory. Here's the serve from Eli. As Catherine Poirier keeps it alive, Eli sets up for Abby. She wants Faith. Faith got underneath that one. Sends it deep. Point goes to Killingly. Looking over a couple more of these stats, Greta has a 10.6 ace percentage on her serves. Abby Matheson, 12.8. KP, 14.3. As these ladies have a pretty decent ace percentages all the way around. I just can't get over how many kills that Sonia Matheson has this year. It's pretty incredible. As Killingly with the serve, they're down by 10. Aviles finds Abby. Uh-oh, look out. Sonia with the hit. Good answer from number 18. That might be the first time tonight they've answered that Sonia bullet. Rubes for Aviles, for Eli. Sends it over to the Killingly side. Number 1 pops up for Chloe. For Shania with the hit, she catches net. Point goes to Griswold. They're now 5 points away from victory. They're looking to sweep the season series and sweep the night, as JV picked up the victory as well. So the Wolverines have dominated. Abby Matheson with the serve. Catherine Poirier keeps it up. Number 7 sends it to the Griswold side. Abby Matheson, uh-oh, Sonia. There it is. Nothing you can do about it. You might as well hope it goes out. Matheson picks a corner, 22-9. Sonia Matheson is absolutely the toughest athlete we have here in Griswold. And the Wolverines are 3 points away from closing this one out. 18 over to Shania. Does this one have enough? It does. Shania gets the lucky bounce off the net, and the point goes to the Red Gals. That was a floater. Tough for Faith to read. So you can't really blame her for that one. You didn't know if it was going to come down on our side or on the Killingly side, as Shania exits the match, and number 23 comes in to serve for the Red Gals. 23 over to Aviles, sends back to the Killingly side, and whoa boy, Hannah Grudzian got on top of that one. As Killingly has had some moments tonight for sure. These ladies are competing hard. They've had a long, tough season, and it's awesome to see a team like them show up here tonight and put up a good fight. 23 with the serve. Sonia finds her sister for Faith, who sends it over. Oh, 7 keeps it alive. It falls, and point goes to Killingly, as it looked like Faith might have crossed over or reached over. And Killingly back within 10. Griswold 3 points away from victory. Here's the serve from 23. Eli for Abby, looking for Greta. Chloe Yip to 7. Finds Catherine, who sends it wide, and the Wolverines are 2 points away. And here comes Sonia Matheson serving for the Wolverines. As we wait for the substitutions here on each side. Here's the serve from Sonia, and she catches net, got underneath that one. And Killingly is staying alive. So they have Hannah Grudzian, the sophomore, listed at 6'1", and I believe it. She is one tall sophomore. Eli sends it over to Abby, and the block from Catherine Poirier, the senior. What a play from Catherine. Back within 9 are the Red Gals. Here's the serve from Hannah. Sonia keeps that one alive. It drops. Point goes to Killingly. 15-23. Killingly down on the ropes. So they certainly don't want this one to end. And that one goes out from Hannah. And now the Wolverines are 1 point away from ending this one tonight in 3 sets. And how about Faith Russell, the sophomore, with the serves? Eli exits the match for what might be the last time. Faith with the serve, sends it over. 18, pops it up for 7. She sends it's gonna drop! The Wolverines have won on senior night in 3 sets. A commanding, dominant performance by your Griswold Wolverines, led by seniors Haley Eliason, Sydney LaQuala, Sydney Dameron, and Sonia Matheson. How about that? Griswold moves to 11-7 on the year. They have one more regular season game on Friday. That will be away in Woodstock. What a night for the Griswold Wolverines. The final score of that set was 25-15. So, we'd like to thank you for tuning in tonight. We'd like to thank Camaro Signs for creating a bunch of products. Signs for us here at GSPN, which is a student-run organization. Our next Wolverine athletic event is Friday, as we're going to see another Griswold-Killingly matchup, this time out on the gridiron. The football team will be squaring off against Killingly on Friday. Tune in. That is at 6:30. And how about that? What a way to end your Griswold Wolverines volleyball season with a commanding 3-0 win over Killingly. For Kyle Gunderman and our student volunteers, I'm Cole Baccarelli. Tune back in on Friday night for Wolverine football broadcast. We'll see you then.